as a landowner, if an oil company wants to come and drill an oil well on my land, I have no rights to say no. I can argue with them. I can debate how much money I get for rental value. But when it comes to owning the land that I actually do own and have title to, I don't have a say in what happens on it. I can't say no to that oil. I can't say no to a pipeline. If the oil company wants it there, it's going to go there. Is that a fair use of land?
Yeah. Well, and now the government can come on your land and take it over as well, and you have to actually pay for it. So we have some real issues ahead with that. I think basically, again, Tim, it comes down to what is Alberta all about now, right? What does it mean to be Albertan and be in this province? And I think we've lost the concept of partnership. And I think that it has to get to the point where oil companies and gas companies and farmers are working together, not in an us against them process, but in a partnership that says, here's the real upside benefit and the value of this, but also respecting the fact that you're a farmer. This is your land, this is what you do. And so I think we also, if farming was a priority with the government, we might be looking at less of these intrusive activity on your land, or looking at it in a different function. We do have technology, right, to do things differently now. Yeah. Horizontal drilling, where we can put the pad site, in a different place. It's not going to impact your farmland, right? And so I think we have to begin to use some of those technologies and understand, well, maybe the cost is a little higher, but what's the ultimate cost, right? What's the ultimate cost not to?
I think it's that bigger issue, though, of property rights.
Yeah.
And is my land, or am I just borrowing it from the government?
Yeah.
Instead of, the old saying, we don't own our land, we borrow it from our children. Am I just borrowing my land from the government?
Yeah. Well, it seems the government would like that process in place, because obviously they're taking more steps to, like we talked about before, this concept of farmland becoming an investment fund. This is just renting it back to the farmers. These, again, are things that have to change in the priority and the mindset of the government and of Albertans. That the land that we have is a finite resource. We can't grow more land. We can't make the boundaries of Alberta change by adding more land to it. We have to take a look at the land that we have and begin to understand, what are we doing with that, and what kind of stewards are we? And that land, if that land's been in your family and it's been passed down and it's part of your family farm, I don't see why suddenly that becomes the government's property and not yours. I think we do have to really begin to shift our mindset on what. But again, if farming isn't a priority and the family farm isn't a priority, that's why it's so very easy to sort of slide that out of our consciousness as being really your land.